Hello, my dear students. Welcome to your favorite learning platform, Learn Forward. We are together learning science again with this book, Linked with Science by Feathercap. So today we will start with another source of natural resource, another source of light, heat and everything, that is sun and what it gives us. Okay. So sun, light and shadow. Let's start. Okay, now this activity says that given below are some shadows when the sun is at different position. So you are standing here. In the first picture, the position of the sun is here. In the next one, it is here. Then again here, same, and here. Okay, now positions are different. Some shadows are also shown here. Okay, some shadows are correct while some are wrong. Take the correct one which has correct shadow and cross the wrong one. So according to you, if sun is shining from here, the image or the shadow should be formed this side, not in front. So this is a wrong. Now the sun is behind. Okay, sun is behind, and or you can say it is somewhat on the top. On the top. So this is correct, because when the sun is shining on our head, so we have a shorter shadow just below our feet. Now the sun is shining this way again, and here also the shadow is wrong, because the shadow should be here this way. Now again, very good, because the sun is shining this way and my shadow is here. So this is correct, because shadow always forms opposite in the direction from the which light is coming. Okay, so now let's start. Let's start with the sun, light, and then we have to learn about shadow. Now the sun, we can see the sun during the day only. During night, the sun sets. The sun is a big ball of hot gases, means hot gases are continuously evolving, and it is the reason why it is glowing so much. The sun looks small to us because it is very far from us. So we are actually, it is very huge, but it looks to this shape or this size just because it is very far from us. Now the sun is a star. Yes, we know that sun is a star, that is why it is shining. The sun gives us heat and light. So this is a source of heat and light also. It gives us heat as well as light during the day. The sun rises in the east, a fact. We know that sun always rises in the east direction and it sets in the west. The sun makes the day bright and warm. If there is excessive sunlight, means quite bright day, then the sun is warmer. If the clouds are covering the sun, that means the sun is colder, the temperature will be down. Now, green plants make their food in the sunlight. So again, a very important thing, why the sun is necessary, because we are dependent on the plants. Some animals are dependent on the plants, and the plants are preparing their food just because of this sunlight. The heat of the sun evaporates the water. Sunlight kills the germs. So these are the things that are very much important. It is helping in the making of the food. It is killing the germs. It is helping in the evaporation of the water. It is giving the heat and light to us. Okay. Now the sun is about 93 millions away from Earth. So this is an approximate distance that we have between Earth and sun. Now light and shadow. Together we are going to learn about this topic. An object that gives out light is called as source of light. Like in this case, sun is a source of light. So if I am using a torch, so torch is the source of light. If I am using a bulb, so bulb is the source of light. The sun gives us light. Light travels in a straight line. So this is a property of light. Light always travels in a straight line. Sun gives us light. This is again a fact. Now when an object comes in the way of the light, a shadow is formed. So just try to understand. Just suppose that here is the source of light and a torch is lighting towards me. I am a object, opaque object. I will not allow light rays to pass through me. So because it is only traveling in a straight line, it will strike me, some of the light rays, and it will go back. Okay, some of the light rays will pass through me. Okay, so in this screen, on this screen maybe, the shadow similar to my shape will be formed because I am obstructing, I am stopping some of the rays to pass through me. So that region will be appeared black here, and that black region is called as shadow. So if I am having my hand it will again cause a shadow there. Okay. So now, when an object comes in the way of the light, a shadow is formed. When we walk or stand or sit under the sun, our shadows are formed on the ground. So this boy, in the morning, the shadow is very long and it is on the opposite direction. On afternoon, maybe noon, there is no shadow, or there is a shadow below its feet, the person's feet, very short. Again in the evening, the shadow is on the opposite direction of the source of light and long. So this boy, being an opaque object, means it is not allowing the light to pass through it. So it is forming a black structure on the ground, because some of the light is not able to cross the body of that boy. Okay. Now shadow changes length and direction. Shadows are long in the morning and in the evening, while these are short during the noon. So this we have discussed. Okay. Now they are very short at midday when the sun is right overhead. So they are going to be formed below the body. Now at night, shadows are formed by moonlight, candlelight, or electric light. Means natural source of light, that is sun, is not available at the night. So we have some artificial sources, and because of these only the shadows are formed. Shadow fall in the direction opposite to the source of light. Already I have told you that if the light is coming from this direction, shadow will be in the opposite direction. Okay. No shadows are formed when there is no light. Of course, no source of light is there, so there is no point of having any dark object there. Okay. Now the shape of the shadow depends on the shape of the object. So if I am showing this hand, so exactly my hand will be shown as the shadow. There were no watches in the olden days. People could tell the time by looking at the position of the shadow made by the sun. So this is the way how they used to calculate at what time. Exact time was not calculated or cannot be told at that time, but they can make an approximation. Means there is this pillar. So according to the movement of the sun, the shadow will be changed. So according to that, they used to guess, okay, now there must be afternoon, maybe 2 hours afternoon, because now the sun is from overhead, no shadow is formed. So now there is 12 o'clock in the noon. And then afterwards 2 hours, maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So this is how they used to know about their time. Okay. So this lamp is creating a exact size shadow of this bottle. This candle is showing a bottle, this another bottle's image there. Okay. So this is about this. Now you have to give this question's answer. Cross the wrong words in the following sentence. So there is this 2 words, you have to cross the wrong one. The sun is far away from or near to the earth. It is very far away. So you have to cross the wrong word. It is not near, it is far. The sun sets in the east or west. It sets in the west. It rises in the east. Shadows always fall on opposite or same side of the light. Shadows always fall opposite, so same is wrong. A shadow is formed when something comes in the way of light. When something comes in the way of the light, shadows are formed. Okay. So this is your think and tell. Now Olympiad question. Let's start. Observe the given figure here. What is the time of the day? By looking itself, you can tell that it is a morning view. It is a morning view. Okay. Now the given diagram show shadow of a pole. This is a pole. It is showing the shadow of the pole at different times on a sunny day. In diagram A, the pole casts the shadow at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Maybe the sun is somewhere here. Okay. Okay. North, west, east. This is east, this is west, this is south. So sun is coming from this direction now. So, okay. Predict what time the pole will cast the shadow in diagram B. Fine. So sun has started and it is somewhere here at 10 o'clock. That is why the shadow is being given on the opposite side. Now they are saying that because noon, then somewhere here. So 2 p.m. because in opposite direction, this is how the shadow is being formed. Okay. So 2 p.m. Afternoon, 2 p.m. Now choose the correct answer. The sun rises in the east. At noon, our shadow is the shortest because sun is exactly over our head. We cannot see anything without light. A sun is a big star. It is a star. Light travels in a straight line. It travels in a straight line. The sun makes the day bright and warm. Shadows are longer in the mornings or evenings. These are longer, so I am only writing morning. Okay, evening also they are longer. No shadows are formed when there is no light. Now match the following. Midday is noon. Noon. At noon, there is midday. Color of the shadow is always black, no matter what is the color of the object. Long shadow, evening. Short shadow, afternoon. Okay, afternoon. Let me correct it because it has, yes. Short shadow, afternoon. Now answer the following in brief. What is sun? Sun is a big star that comprises of hot gases. What do you get from the sun? Heat and light. What is a shadow? It is a area without light. Okay, it is an area without light. What do you mean by a source of light? The object that is giving light is called as a source of light. Example, electric bulb, torch or sun. Why is sunlight necessary for plants? Because plant can only prepare their food in the presence of sunlight. How is a shadow formed? When an object comes in the path of the light, shadows are formed on the opposite direction from the source of light. Okay. So, bete, ending this chapter again, and you just continue learning and exploring new things. Till then, happy learning, students.